Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Amitrippinornawtarotbooking Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So, Divine Feminine girl, yes, I'm here to do the what the fuck is up with you reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Feminine. Get no fit nuts. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests, where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch your hand on the way out. Hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarotland. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you, Ta. Divine Feminine last night, right? Even though I didn't do your reading last night. But I kept hearing, that's my bad. So I don't know if it's you're saying that, like, my bad, you know, like I messed up, I fucked up, or I made a mistake, or I wasn't sure, or this is somebody else. But I just kept hearing, that's my bad. Okay? I don't even know if everybody still says that. Probably in some type of way, you know? Like, it's not like a term that you use all the time, but you may be like, my bad, you know? So I don't know, it's like getting over in someone's lane and you didn't see them. You know, you thought you were getting over and they hunk at you. You like, my bad? You know, it could be something like that, girl. I don't know. Something about your bad or somebody else's bad or somebody is bad. It could be your kids acting bad because they're not bad. They just act bad sometimes. Or something like that, girl. I don't know. Okay? This could be someone who formed some type of opinion about you. And now they're getting the full story about something. And this person's like, so this person could have attacked you in some type of way because of someone else. It could be something like that. And now this person wants to be on your team and they're like, my bad for taking the other person's side. I had no, you know, it could be something. I feel like somebody's remorseful or sorry or something like that, girl. Something. This could be something that happened a long time ago. Or something to do with a family member or a friend. Like you and somebody could have separated a while ago. This could have been a friend that just stopped talking to you or a lover or something like that. But they were listening to somebody or they prejudged you because of something. Or misjudged you, I should say, because of something. Whoever, or you did this. And that's why it's their bad or your bad. Shit, something like that, girl. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Give me some messages here for Divine Feminine, how she'll be feeling about herself, the energy she's going to be in the next 7 days, and how it is relevant to the intuitive message, please and thank you. Girl, what is going on? It must be a sticky situation because the cards are sticky. That's too many. Or it's a lot of shit going on. This could be involving a family member. Okay, we'll just go. Okay, you got the path to righteousness. And you got baiting. Like bait and hook. The old bait and switch. Or this is to get you hooked on something. But I like the path to righteousness. Y'all been coming out kind of dope. Not even kind of. Not even Shekinah, girl. You just are dope like that. But the path to righteousness and then getting caught up. So be aware, the evil's on the loose, girl. Because this is like right when shit's going well. It's like, cool, I got this in order, this and that, right? Something is coming to get you hooked. Hook, line, and sinker is what I heard. Getting hooked. But this righteously hooked. And then you got the Popeye/E. coli card. Recall card, like on food. Be aware, they may be recalling fish, shrimp. They probably already are. I heard about that radioactive shrimp at Walmart, but I don't eat Walmart shrimp. But y'all be aware, it's gonna be a recall on like some type of vegetable, shrimp. It could be some type of water, like smart water, vitamin waters, coconut waters. I don't know. Be aware of a recall. Remember, the government that shut down. Ain't that the FDA people too? The Food and Drug Administration, ain't that the people that check your meat, check your cheese, check your all that shit? Yeah, them be the ones. Yeah, they must not be around neither with this government shutdown. Be aware. Cook your shit thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly. Yeah, and I guess that's all they could say. If a bunch of people get sick, you know, during this government shutdown, like, man, the spinach had E. coli on it, the shrimp had radioactive sludge, the coconut water had mold. They gonna be like, that's my bad, you know, my bad. Like, you know, like, it's a government thing, you know. Sorry y'all got sick. So y'all be aware what you're ingesting. I don't know how long this is gonna be as far as the government shutdown here in America, but just be aware, cook your food thoroughly, wash that shit thoroughly, check the expiration, best buy dates, and all that shit, okay? Anyway, in the next 7 days. Divine Feminine, I feel like somebody's trying to, because like I feel like you are on the right path for the majority of you. Like, you know, your focus is right. You know what I mean? What you're doing is to the best of your ability, meaning like, you know, just remaining like a good person, the best to your ability, staying in that Divine Feminine energy. Somebody's trying to like dirty that up, and it's always the same shit. But you have to accept this though. Like, they're gonna throw the bait out, you have to eat it, you know? So you can choose to ignore it, swim, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. You can just keep swimming, girl, okay? You know what a fish hook look like. You done been in the ocean long enough and be like, nope, stay far away from boats. That's the rule. Stay away from boats and you won't get hooked. Yeah, that could be what this is. So this could be something that you're just staying away from, or, you know what I mean? And you just, so you can avoid something at all costs. But I feel like it's so tricky that it could accidentally catch you, and that's your bad. You know, I don't know what it would be, but it's something that like you wouldn't even, like, say you don't, I don't know, say you stop eating meat or something like that, and you go somewhere and you like, this don't have meat in it, doesn't, they like, no, it's this and that, and it doesn't have meat, but it has like it's cooked in like beef broth, you know, some shit like that, after you were like told not to eat meat or any type of beef or something, and it caught your ass anyway. Like, damn it, my bad, I didn't even think about the beef broth, Lord. It's something like that, G. I feel like be aware, girl, it's like a weird ass trap out here, okay? Like, you may be so careful that you actually get caught up in something, you feel me? Which is crazy, but it happens sometimes. Or you miss something. Like so focused on something that you miss something. Be aware, okay? Give me another one here. Told you they want you caught up in that drama, girl. Told you, I knew it. How you go from the path to righteousness and then get caught up in some drama? Be aware, okay? In the next 7 days. That's exactly what that shit is. You know, it's always looking for people like y'all. You know what I mean? That just want to wake up, go to work, do your job, take care of your children, live, have a good life, you know, help others when you can, love, travel, you know, good time. Like that's when it always comes to get you wrapped up in some shit. That's why. Be aware, girl, it's on the loose. It literally could be your family. This is my family reunion card. So this could be what happens when you get with your family, like a bunch of drama just pop off and shit. It's like I was doing real good till I started catching up with y'all again. It's like hanging out with your family again and shit after you were, or a group of people, I don't know. Or somebody. And it's like after you haven't hung out with them in a while, and like, sure enough, like I'm wrapped up in this shit again. It's definitely y'all. Yeah, that's what this is. Be aware, girl. Whoever this is or whatever this is if it's some people, they too old to be caught up in some shit, or you are, or it is some old ass shit. We keep getting that old ass, decrepit ass, you know what I mean? Crypt keeping ass motherfucking bullshit. Like it's boring. It's You know what they told me too last night? Hold on. Okay. They told me, like, I don't know what this has to do with anything. It just popped up in my head again. But they said somebody, I don't know who's doing witchcraft or whatever the fuck, but you either in the light or the dark now. There is no deities and all of this shit. Like, they exist, but it's like black and white now. You know what I mean? It's either on the God side or the Satan side, on the light side or the dark side. You know what I mean? I don't know what everybody was worshiping and all these different deities and stuff, but they're telling me like the way that they judge it is dark and light. You know what I mean? So in regards to witchcraft, somebody could feel like they're doing it in the name of some god or some goddess or some shit like that. It's either dark or light. So you have to choose for whoever the fuck that's for. That's hella random. It don't have, I don't think it does have anything to do with what we're talking about, but yeah, random. Okay? There's a bunch of people getting sick, like I said too. This throwing up and shitting at the same time. Okay? I told you, everybody catching something. Okay? is what this is. So be aware, you catching something that everybody else got. It could be that roncha, it could be strep throat, it could be the flu, it could be all types of stuff. It could be damn ringworm. I don't know, okay? I just know a bunch of people get it. I feel like it's from the fish. Be aware, I don't know where this fish come from. If it's sushi, if it's tilapia, salmon, be aware of the fish, okay? Oh, hey, you can't even be a pescatarian no more. Wow. I can teach you to be a fisher of men. Yeah, that's what the Bible says that Jesus told his disciples when he first got them. He said, instead of you being catching fish, I can teach you how to like be a fisher of men. And that's what this is too. Some about discipline. Because this would be like what he told his disciples. But y'all always come up like that. I thought that's what this card was the Jesus and his disciple card, which is the little boy sitting with that man on like the lake. But it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. So shit, I don't know. It looked good to me, girl, besides all the bullshit. But girl, when it ain't no bullshit. Okay? Some of you guys could be actors or I see you if you could be, yes. But side note from that, I see you guys doing like more activities. So you guys could be or just enjoying like the things that you like to do, like hobbies. So you could be going out swimming. I don't know. This could be your own pool, your jacuzzi. This could be at the gym. You could be sitting in the sauna. You could be going fishing or to a lake, sitting by the beach. This could be like a good movie, a good play, a good book. I see you doing things that you enjoy doing, girl. Yes. And that could be why somebody wants to interrupt it too. It makes me feel like you're creating peace in your life, and people see that and it irritates them, and they want to get you caught up in whatever's going on with them because they can't create peace. So be aware in the next 7 days. This damn show caught you catch something with the fishing rod, don't you? Caught up in some drama, G. Be aware. And it's the righteous ones. I mean, even though it says it happens, you know what I mean? Like, it says God's children and prophets always get caught up in some type of like trouble or some shit like that. Pretty much. There's always something going on. So you may ask yourself, God, why is it always me? I feel like it's always me where this is going on, that's going on. It's just the way it is. I feel like that's one of the signs how you know. Like they say, thieves don't rob empty houses. So this will be you saying, man, I'm on my own business. I drink my water. I take care of my kids. I don't ask nobody for shit. I go to work. I do that right. I pray. I meditate. I give to, you know, all of this. That's exactly why it's coming for you. Thieves don't rob empty houses. You got a lot of good shit going on. And that's why somebody wants you to get caught up in their drama or some illness or something like that. I don't know. Beware people deliberately getting you sick too. It's the water that's contaminated, the fish, something else. I don't know. Beware. Uh-oh, Leah's playing in the back. There you go, girl. Put some on the path to righteousness here. Damn it, Bobby. You got going into the game to win, but it came out reverse. That's why I said it's a trap. Because if you were going into the game to win, this would be like, okay, I know what this is about. I know what team I'm on. I know the rules of the game, this and that, right? So this would be like you deliberately going to get up in some shit, right? And knowing that you're about to get caught up in some drama. This came out reverse. That's why I said it could be a trick. That's why I use that meat example where you ask the waiter and shit, like, is it meat in this? And they like, no, it's our vegetarian dish. And then when you eat it, say you allergic to beef, I don't know. And then when you eat it, you like, I swear they told me wasn't no beef or nothing in there. So you call the waiter back or the manager or the chef and they like, yeah, but we soaking in beef broth. It's like, well, shit, I didn't even know. Had I known that, you know what I mean? I would have been prepared and not ordered that. But shit, y'all telling me it's vegetarian. Be aware, the old okie doke out here, girl. Okay, it is. Or it's just people that don't know what the fuck. Yeah, and that's when they would say, that's my bad. That's when the manager would say, my bad. I didn't even think about the beef broth. Well, then, yeah, you need to, because that's not vegetarian now, is it? If it's got beef fucking juice in it. It's like this. It's like you got caught up in that shit anyway. You did your darndest not to. It's something like that. Just fit it where it's supposed to go, girl. Or how, whatever, you know? It's real tricky out here. Put something on the path to righteousness in here. The woman who loves smells good. And it still came out reverse. Yeah, I don't know. Something about you not being able to sense something. If this is you, we'll find out, boss. But that's usually like my sixth sense card, Shekinah, in this deck here. Because it's like, you know, like you can sense something. It's this, even though it's the scent, but it's this, your sixth sense and shit. It's like something smells, or something is off, or something seems good, or this seems like a good direction to go, or I feel like something's off, or some of y'all may feel like something is off, or somebody's doesn't have the gift of discernment out here, divine feminine, okay, or divine masculine, because that's what this is. The gift of discernment is off. But somebody, or you may feel like that, because I feel like if your gift of discernment was off, then the path to righteousness would have come out reversed too. So that really can't be true. I feel like you may feel this way. So just like so if we use the beef example, right, and the person says, damn, I don't know why I didn't pick up on that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, well, the ingredients wasn't written. I mean, maybe the ingredients were written down on the menu. You know, like say you order like a dish and it tells you, oh, we have scallops in there, spinach, feta cheese, this, whatever, right? And it doesn't say anything about beef broth. You know what I mean? So you just assume like, okay, well, it's a fish dish. I can get that, right? But you didn't know they soaked the scallops in there. Who gonna know to ask how you marinate the scallops and shit? I wouldn't have known to ask that shit. But this will be somebody saying, maybe my discernment is off. Maybe in this and maybe that. It's like you doubting yourself. Don't do it, girl. Nobody would have known that they marinate the scallops in beef broth, girl. Nobody would have thought that, especially in the seafood dish. There's like, you know, so basically what I'm saying is you can't avoid every obstacle. You guys may be very like steadfast or like very headstrong in regards to changing your life or doing things different or staying like on a regimen. This could be a diet. This could be a schedule. It's something like you real hard on yourself, girl. Yes, drill sergeant. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You real hard on yourself. And if you make a mistake, this is like, why the stupid. Girl, no. That's just your bad. Move on. You may be taking things really hard, divine feminine, but I feel like you really want to stay in line. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to mess nothing up. I ain't trying to mess up my blessing, forfeit nothing for my kids or none of that shit. Like, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Do things, you know, the economy already fucked up shit. You know, it don't need no help is what you're saying. And this is like you still getting caught up in something. But I feel like that's just life, girl. Everybody getting caught up in something. Everybody playing catch up too is what I had heard. Okay, so this could be with bills, money, trying to catch up with old friends, your family members, catch up on laundry. Everybody playing catch up with something, girl. I go to the grocery store, but I haven't been grocery shopping. And I feel like y'all know what that means. You know, like I need to like get caught up. It's like, but I don't have the time. I can just kind of run in, grab some shit, run out. I feel like that's what everybody doing. Shit, like we ain't got time for that shit. And now the food about to get us sick too? Hell no. Okay, anyway. Somebody out here stank. Okay? Down there, it's a woman. She's fishy. Or somebody's sick. Or, I don't know. That's what this says. Or she don't smell it. Or somebody tries to spray perfume over something, but it doesn't work. Is what this is. Because this catching trout, tuna, is what this is. And this is people getting sick around somebody. So, I don't know if the smell that bad. Maybe it's old rotting fish. Beware old sushi. Beware happy hour sushi too. Okay? I done got sick from that before. That's the sushi from the day before. That's what happy hour, any food is the night before. Okay? Be aware. Anyway. You may be aware. It's a lot of be aware out here, divine feminine. Be aware also of some people you may think are good people, but they full of shit. It's like, I don't know why I didn't pick up on the Keisha, Tisha, LaWanda, Tawanda, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike are full of shit. Like, they seem like really good people. It's like, I'm so stupid. I don't know why I keep picking that up, but you're not stupid, girl. Okay? I feel like people are doing a lot to get you hooked. So this is everybody saying all the right things, doing all the right things, acting the right way, all this other shit. It's like to get you hooked. So shit, girl. Discernment is needed. This is like the time to pray about any and everything. Any invitation, anybody new you meet, any new restaurant you eat, anything, girl, for real. Like, God, should I be eating here? Like, for real, girl, at this point. Because it seems like something gets you caught up. But it's because of you don't sense anything bad from it. And I would say you were right if this drama wasn't at the end. So it was hidden very well, like the beef broth, girl, you know? It's like, oh, our croutons are sprayed with chicken meal You know, it's like we wouldn't have known that. I just ordered a plain Caesar salad. I didn't order the chicken Caesar salad and my throat swelling up. They're like, oh yeah, we sprinkled the croutons with chicken meal. It's like, well, I don't eat meat. I'm allergic to chicken. You would have never known, girl. Don't nobody know nothing about no dusted croutons with chicken. You know, it's like what this is, and here you go. I feel like you need to give yourself a break. Even though you would be upset about that, but this is something like you had no control over that. Like it's just some shit happens, girl. That's what this feel like. That's what this feels like. Shit happens. You know, you can't control everything, but I know that feeling where you try to. Put some on catching bait and switch. What is this? It. Yeah, girl. Ooh, didn't I tell you? Remember the Nusky told you. Remember you heard it here about the motherfucking vegetables and shit and that fish and that water and shit, okay? Okay, look at these people throwing up and shit. Okay, it looks good, but is it right? I told you it's what I said about the dish, about the salad and everything. It looked like a regular Caesar salad. I didn't know they sprayed the croutons with chicken feathers or whatever the fuck, and I didn't know you soaked scallops and beef juice and all this other shit. Like, you know, it just looked like regular ass, schmegular ass. Nah, girl. Things are being hidden even more so now. Can you see? I think it's a little too high. Hold on. There you go. I feel like things are being hidden more for those who have the gift of discernment. Like the test is getting harder. I won't say it's being hidden, but the test is harder. You know? So it's not you won't see any of this with the naked eye. And that could be what you're depending on. Is your naked eye. Like, I double check everything. You know what I mean? I open the bun up on my burger. I lift the meat up, the tomato, the lettuce. I sniff it. You know what I mean? I tell them no sauce, sauce on the side, everything. Like this type of shit. But it's like deeper than that though. It's like, you didn't know them buns fell on the floor? You know? It's like you would have never thought to ask and shit, but they did. You know, it's like this, and then you get some type of, I don't know, girl, I don't want to put that on you, but I just feel like this is just like a shit happens type of situation where you can't really avoid it, you know? But be aware of them fruits and them vegetables and all that other shit, like I said, okay? Wash that shit thoroughly. Cook it thoroughly, too. Put some on this catch in here. The thief, I was about to return it the other way, but no, I came out reverse. The night is for thieves. Yeah, like I said, it's not something that you would expect. I want to say it's not bad at all. But sharp look, sharp mind, it's like my Ace of Swords card. No, you just looking with your two eyes. So be aware of all two eye energy, okay? Your own two eyes. Look at them eyes on that damn. Only somebody with eyes, I call her Olivia, because only somebody with eyes like that, right? Olivia. Some about the color purple. Somebody's name could be Olivia. But I feel like be aware of your two eyes. It's whatever you're looking at or whatever is like trying to draw you in. This could be this feels like something unfamiliar, but it has like it comes off with a positive energy. Be aware of your two eyes, okay? You make sure you use your third eye, your gift of discernment, or pray on this, whatever this is. Because a lot of people done got duped by whatever this is or whoever this is. A lot of people done got is what this is. And innocently too. This innocent people. You innocent, they innocent. I don't know how they all, or they all got tainted. It's like a bunch of good people who got wrapped up with the wrong people and now they all grimy and shit. You know? So be aware. Ooh, girl. That's like my Seven of Swords. Yeah, catching. Seven of Swords reverse is getting caught. So somebody get caught up, or somebody out here likes to fish. You're gonna catch something if you like to fish. Somebody out here may get seasick as well. Something about a boat or on some water. Be aware, girl, if you get seasick, you will. If you're gonna be on a boat, a cruise, or anything like that. Somebody can't sense when someone's... Hold on. Somebody out here thinks that you don't know what's going on. Somebody can't pick up if you know what's going on, is what I'm picking up as well. So we already know, like whoever this is, they feel like they on some foul ass shit. But somebody doesn't know if you know it's them or what they're doing or some shit like that. This person already been caught up in some type of way. A bunch of people have, honestly. This like a bunch of people have been caught up. So maybe you just don't say anything. You know, somebody like, I haven't heard from Divine Feminine in like however long and shit. I wonder if they know I'm fucked on their man or did this or did that. It's a bunch of people you don't fuck with no more. for whatever reason, you know. It's just you don't choose to say anything. It's like, I caught your ass, I know it was you, and that's what it is and shit. But this was like some shit going on behind your back. Some of y'all are about to find out something that was going on behind your back, or something I'm telling you that was like well hidden, or it's just another like level of discernment that's needed in order to decode something, okay, in the next 7 days. Something about catching a lot of people in some shit, or a lot of people caught up in some drama and shit. I don't know how. Let me ask where you at real quick. So I don't know how you got to anything to do with this. Oh, I'm always saying that, but for real though, because it says you doing your own thing. It's like you're not paying attention to shit. Like, that's going on. The woman who loves and smells good. It's like, want to smell every scent, want to know what's going on, every social media, every gossip, right? It's like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care. Somehow you still get caught up in something. I don't know how. This could be your kids coming home and telling you some shit. Like, Mom, did you hear about MC Jam Jam and this, you know? And you're like, I don't know, I haven't. And they just catching you up with all the shit. This could be your kids catching you up with all the TikTok drama, whatever the hell. I don't know. It's something that you get caught up in that you don't want to be caught up in, or you get caught up with. It could be info. But let's see. Where are you in this? Where is she in this? Girl, if you fall on the floor one more time, okay? Your kid may be having a temper tantrum. This could be a daughter of yours. You have a daughter. This being charged up. This also being jumped. Yeah, somebody may try to implicate you in something, because this could be like pressing charges, or this is like you being thrown into some drama. It's like, how the hell did I even get into this shit? I don't even know what's going. Be aware, girl. This like a shady business, you know what I mean, that you invested in, or some shit, or this like some people hanging out with some people and you don't know what they really into, you know, and the police come questioning you and you like, wait, what? Like, you didn't know that this was a whole drug ring, this and that, and somebody like, I had no idea. That's like what this is. I had no idea. You really don't. You the righteous one, but they got you kicking in some type of way, and that's how you get caught up, and you in the interrogation room too, okay? Talking about Mr. Ossifer and shit. So be aware, girl, okay? That fell on the floor. I'm gonna put it back. Somebody trying to get you caught up in something, for sure. For sure. Give me one where she is. This is my dirty mop water card. Is what this is. But it's North Node. So this is you cleaning things up out of your life that don't belong there anymore. Getting that shit up out of there. It's what I said though. So like I said, if you were cleaning up your diet, like no beef, you know what I mean? I'm good. And it's a healthy reason too, because it's North Node. It's not like, you know, you like no PETA person, or you could be, but it's not like you out there trying to change other people's mind. It's like, this is what's best for me. This is what I got to do for me, or this is what's conducive for me. So I don't deal with that shit. I don't, you know, whatever this is. That's why it's hidden now. That's why it's hidden now. So this will be like, you don't talk to your family, but they contact your best friend, and you still talk to your best friend. You wouldn't even think. You know what I mean? Because your best friend knows what's going on with you and your family. So I know that they ain't talking to him is what you were saying. So you don't pick up on it. But it's hidden very, very well. You're going to catch on is what this is. Like, oh, you talking to them too? Yep. You're going to get rid of their ass too. If it's something like that. You're going to find out whatever this is. For sure. You're going to find out whatever this is. It's not going to be hidden well. Or it is hidden well and you get caught up in it. And that's when you realize. But I hope it's not. I hope you clean this out before you get caught up in it. But I don't like that last card. Put one, give me another one here for where she is. Hey. Then they all coming out reverse. Never stop to question. Yeah, that's the problem, girl. Came out reverse. Yeah, you may need to sit a minute before you jump in anything, hook up with people, go somewhere. I don't know what it is, but this is exactly what I was saying. So shit, but like I said, you wouldn't know to question that. I mean, so I gotta ask, like, what are your scallops marinated in? And do you happen to spray your croutons with chicken butter and all this other, you know, it's like, I did not know. I'm just thinking me just getting rid of beef or, you know what I mean, a meat, a period or whatever is enough when I go to a restaurant and tell them, what are your vegetarian dishes? And they give them to me, I believe them. They're saying you can't even do that shit no more. And I told you about that motherfucking FDA. Y'all better be aware, okay? Allegedly. But that's what it said. They ain't gonna be checking our food. I think I said that the last time we had one about them not checking the food, okay? Be aware, girl. Clean that shit real good, okay? But this is also, you need to ask more questions. You'll get to the bottom of something if you ask the right question, they said, or more questions. I feel like it's more so the right question. And if you're not clear on that, ask another one. Because this says never stop questioning until you understand. This is saying y'all don't ask. It's like, well, shit, it look good. How was I supposed to know? This like a church group. Whatever this is, like I said, it's hidden very well, but you have to use your third eye to see. So this will be a church group. You're like, finally, I got away from them, that old group of people and shit that was out there clubbing and doing this and doing that. I'm in the church group now. I'm at the women's group, you know, bringing women together, whatever this is, using this as an example. And then you find out that they on some old grimy bullshit and fucking on people's husbands and all this other shit, but you wouldn't have known because you like, they all about women's empowerment and shit. How is bitches fucking on other bitches' husbands? Man. It'd be like this type of shit. And you wonder why some shit happening to you. And you're like, man, I done changed my whole life. I don't hang out with none of them. Yeah, but it's like now your discernment is needed because the people in the women's group or the church group, just as grimy, G. They just hide it better. And you over here sitting trying to stay away from the street people or whoever, your old high school friend, old lovers and shit. And these type of people hidden everywhere, okay? At your job, at the church. But this feels like something new. Something that you made. This like a new neighborhood. You like, I moved to a brand new state. I don't know nobody. You know what I mean? It's a nice neighborhood. My kids go to a good school. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind to the neighbors. You know, boo boo, right? This type of shit. And finding out your neighbors grimy as hell. But you like, I don't understand. Like they got a nice husband or a nice wife. Like they live well, got good jobs, well taken care of. The kids are like, what the hell is the problem? I don't know, G. It's always you getting caught up in some shit though. I don't know how you, I don't know, yeah. Okay? It's maybe when you come around, shit just shift. I don't know. I have no clue. I just know you need to take a deeper look into things. Because they're going to, and it's not that you don't already take a deep look into things, but take a deeper look into things. Because your eyes are so open that it could be something where your eyes are so open that people or whatever this is can pick up that you're a very perceptive person, right? You observe and you look, and so they do their darndest to look like how they think that you're expecting them to. You know what I mean? It's like them putting up some type of front or facade or whatever this is in order to appeal to you. Be aware, girl, okay? What's this drama here? Is this people throwing up and shit, and is this drama? Let's get down to it. I feel like it's like both ours. From the outhouse to the penthouse. It could be drama in a building, like an apartment building, like I said, a neighborhood and shit. And it's like, you know, it's like this ain't even like the projects and shit. Y'all motherfuckers acting like y'all live in the projects up in here and shit. It's like this, but you would have never thought that because of how much rent you pay. That's like what this is. Like, you know, as much rent as I pay, hell no. I don't know, you expecting people to be getting robbed and boxing all in the hallway, none of that shit. You know what I mean? It looked good when I went on the tour and all this other thing. Yes, move there. That's like what this is. It's supposed to look like that when you go tour the apartment or go view the property and shit like that. That's how you grill you in. Go there at nighttime. This is like going somewhere at nighttime and you was shown something in the day. And they hooked you because you saw it in the daytime. You're like, this is beautiful, right? And you pay your money, put your door. It's like an apartment. And then you come on the weekend. Like, let me just drive by on the weekend. That's why my mom always told me, wherever you move, make sure you drive by at night before you take the place, and make sure you drive by on the weekend because it'll be a whole different crowd hanging out outside. And she ain't never lied, G. For real. This like you paying for the apartment and all this other shit, and then you just like, I'm gonna drive by on a Friday night. And it's just a bunch of motherfuckers hanging outside shooting dice. And you like, what the hell? That is not how that looked last Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Yeah, that's when they scheduled the tour. For you to come look at it. Everybody get caught up like that. Now everybody caught up in the lease. They sick of living here. That's like what this is. I'm telling you. This is also my panoramic view card. So it's like seeing things from all angles, which goes back to what I said. All different like views. Yeah, so it goes back to what I said about you taking a deeper look. Look all around. So this will be like you not just taking stock of what someone says, but like how they move, how they live, how they treat their children, their, you know what I mean, themselves, their bodies, things like that. You know, this would be like you seeing somebody that dressed real well, but they don't wash their ass. Man, I was watching this TikTok where this dude was asking people, do they wash their feet? And I was like, I mean, I would think it's part of your body. You get in the shower, you damn sure gonna wash your feet, right? He said he had this conversation with a group of people, and they were saying, no, when they wash their body with the soap and water automatically just runs on their toes. They don't. You see how dumb that sound? I had to stop and laugh, but that's what he said. He was like, no, they were coworkers. They weren't his friends. He was like, we were just having a regular conversation. He was like, and I was just looking at these people like they the most disgusting people ever. Hell yeah. But you wouldn't think that because you work at this nice law firm. Everybody come in dressed in with these Patek watches and like, you know what I mean? All this shit, like everybody dressed to the 9 and shit, right? To the 10, really. You're not thinking these motherfuckers don't wash their toes. It's like this type of shit. And then they end up bringing something to potluck. There's like some shit like that. They bring some food to potluck and everybody's sick. And everybody's like, they don't know why they sick. This motherfucker don't wash their toes. So you know they ain't really scrubbing them pots and them dishes that they made them brownies in. That's like what this is. But you would never think to ask because you like, look at them. I mean, look, you know. I mean, I hope you, shit now. Okay? You can't even go by that. And I don't really feel like y'all do. But it's like, whatever this is, it's either in an environment where it's like, it's got to be clean or they have so much money. Why would you be dirty? You know what I mean? It's like the people that work at the law firm. Like, you motherfuckers is like millionaires and shit. Like, all the fees y'all charge just to be lawyers and shit. And you motherfuckers don't wash your toes. That don't make no sense. But you wouldn't even think that. You'd be like, of course Brad washes his toes, G. Brad is CEO of the biggest law firm. It's like he took over for Johnny Cochran. You know, this like you saying this shit, man, he do not wash his toes. You know, and you getting caught up with like these people and catching up with them. It's probably a bad example. But they dirty, G. You know what I mean? Fuck what they house look like. It's like they don't take care of themselves or I don't know, girl. Just make sure you ain't paying too much attention to the outside in the next 7 days. For sure. Yeah, this could be a church group. Look, you got the church and then you got the trap house. It's like they selling dope out the damn Bible study and shit. But you wouldn't think that. It's like, oh, what a nice church. It's like in a nice neighborhood. You know, like a little cute, quaint church. It's like you just join it and then you find out, I don't know, the pastor was in some shit, you know what I mean, or still in some shit. It's like, I wouldn't think that I have to question the pastor at a church. These days you do, though. Maybe it's one of these type of situations where it's like these days, you know? Like you didn't used to have to ask these questions, but because it's a new world, these days you do, you know? So, I mean, I don't know, girl. It just feels like a new life or new group of people, new job, new environment, new neighborhood, new state, new apartment building. It's something like that that's new, but you call yourself like vetting this very well. And I feel like you did the best to your ability, but nothing is perfect, you know? It's almost like when you move into a place, and it's real nice when you move in, like we used this example a minute ago, but once you start living there, you realize the shit that they don't take care of, but it's like you had to become a resident. You know what I mean? To really realize this shit. Because when you went and looked at the place, you're like, oh, it's nice. They keep the property. It's like the elevator always being broken. But on the day you came to see the place, the elevator was working. You're like, oh, and the day you moved in, it's working and shit. And you're like, oh, this is a nice place. Boop, boop, right? Let's say like 2 months down the line, that motherfucker always broke and shit. And the neighbor's telling you like, oh, no, that shit always broke. It break like every month. And you're like, what the hell? Like when I came, it was working fine. I don't know how. I mean, not like saying I don't know how it was working fine, but I'm just saying that's how it, whatever this is, like gets people wrapped up. Like it works just to catch people like us. You know, if somebody didn't have no money to move, the elevator wouldn't have been working that day. But because you got money to move and all that shit, it seemed like the elevator worked just to get you into the business. It's like something wants to trap you or something like that. And then you're very innocent in this, whatever this is. So that's why I said don't be so hard on yourself if you do happen to get caught up in this, because I feel like you're doing the best to your ability to stay the course, right? It's the path to righteousness. You're doing the best to your ability. You may feel like you're not hearing from God. This could be like, I don't know if my prayer's getting answered. Is he listening? Is he still there? You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like I'm hearing them. That's what this is. If this the woman who loves it smells good is reversed. It's like your senses are off. But no, you just where you supposed to be. I feel like he may be handling something. Yeah, he may be handling something. It's like your kid calling you when you in the middle of a meeting with your boss. You're not gonna, you know, they don't want shit. I mean, it's not that God don't think that you want shit, but he already know what you want, you know? And I'm handling something right now, and it feels like it's to your benefit, to be honest with you, whatever this is. Something about a movie premiere or going to go view something. It feels like a movie viewing or a premiere of a movie or something like that. Or somebody has a theater in their home. Some of y'all are going to see something pop off outside your home. Like if you have a view of like a city, you know, or the city street or something like that. Like and you're up high enough to get like a panoramic view. You're going to see some shit go down. I don't know if you see like an arrest or somebody break into someone's home. The police coming though, or the neighborhood coming. Just like a bunch of people fighting in the middle of the street, but they're beating up some assailant or some shit. Y'all about to see something go down, okay? And you would never think this would happen here. It's like I would never pick up that that's man. Yeah, somebody just got well, he didn't get stabbed up, but shit, he got threatened to get stabbed. Okay, like right around the corner and shit from my house and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know, I mean, people get stabbed. This Los Angeles, Chicago, right? People get stabbed up and fucked up all the time and shit. But just like around here, and I don't know who was wearing $200,000 worth of jewelry outside. Like, so you know what I mean? That's why I would say that. That's why exactly why I'm saying that. This is one of those type of things. Some people over here where I live, they will wear that much jewelry outside. Like $200,000 worth of jewelry you got on. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know? But I know why, because of the area that we live in. So you would just think, I can drive around or ride around with $200,000 worth of jewelry on. You used to could, not no more. You know what I mean? This is like a false sense of security, y'all. Be aware. They'll catch your ass, okay? I'll get your ass. And no, this city ain't, this ain't a crime-ridden city. But it's crime in it. You know what I mean? Everybody know that this where the people who got a little bit of change live. So I'm gonna come up here and rob y'all. Look, on your knees, butt naked, please. They getting everybody, G. That's like what this is. But somebody thinking because of the neighborhood or the homes or the properties and the, you know what I mean, how much it costs and all that other shit. Like no crime ever happened. It's like people thinking no crime ever happened somewhere and shit. You know, hell no. Maybe back in the 80s it didn't. Okay? Or the early 90s or some shit. Maybe back then it didn't. This 2025 going into 2026. This neighborhood, it look good on the outside, but when the street lights come on or motherfuckers get hungry or the government shut down and people can't pay bills, it get a little different out there. That's what this is, y'all. Be aware in the next 7 days. Okay? Be aware. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah. Y'all be aware, I see people getting robbed at the movies, at parks, lakes, if they own a damn apartment building, other people's apartment buildings, the mall, the pool, the gym. Be aware of crime. These people get caught though. But still, be aware of crime, okay? Girl, let's see, hold on, what this got the, why this the message? And we about to go to Patreon. But I feel like you just need to just check your surroundings more, ask more questions and things like that, because everybody on the come up. It's like you being overcharged on some receipt. You know what I mean? I was watching, another TikTok, right? You get off that damn TikTok. But this girl was talking about how she took her, I be watching all types of shit though. She took her Mercedes to the Mercedes-Benz dealer in downtown. And she was like, they charged me all this money, like a DMV fee. She like, in the registration they do till December and shit. So why are you charging me a DMV fee when the tags are still good? So then they deducted that. That was like $800. She was like, if I hadn't called, you know what I mean? Or had them go over the receipt, they just would have charged my ass. But you wouldn't think they would because you're like, it's Mercedes. Mercedes know what they doing. They did, you know, it's Mercedes. What they need to overcharge other Mercedes owners for? Because them motherfuckers hard up, G. And because they can. Shit, what you mean? Ain't this America? Shit, because they can. Y'all need to ask questions. Be aware. That's a perfect example right there too. But you wouldn't think that. This ain't like no rinky-dinky shop in the hood, where at least that's how we were taught to think. Like, be aware of those grimy mechanics in the hood taking you for your money, this and that. You know what I mean? So everybody like, well, I'm going to go to the dealer. I'm going to go to the dealer where I can get guaranteed. And that's where they got her ass. At the motherfucking dealer, G. She said, and they wouldn't give her a loaner car. She had to rent her own car. It was a bunch of shit they wouldn't do for her and shit. She was like, and they charged me $2,000, $122 for some other shit. 2 diagnostic tests and all. I'm like, what you need 2 for? Why the first one didn't do it? People don't know. They just be like, okay, I'll pay it. Just conceding to shit. Fuck all that. Okay, double check some shit. Oh, And I'm sure that's what the Mercedes dealer said to that woman when she said, you don't need the DMV fee. My tags are still good. That's good till December and it's October. So don't charge me that. What you think he said? Oh, that's my bad. What else can they say? Shit. But it wasn't though. It's some bullshit. They did that on purpose. What this got to do with? I mean, I know what it got to do with it, but you know, let's just sum it all up. Playing in your motherfucking face. This getting served is what this is. Be aware of that food. Okay? This could be served at a restaurant. You don't know if they would. So you can ask them, did you wash that spring mix thoroughly? Or did you just dump it out the bag? For real. And you wouldn't think that you would have to ask that because you're like, it's just a garden salad. It's just the starter salad. Yeah, no it ain't. That's the start of a disease. They like, they probably skip over the question. Okay? That's how you know they dump that shit right out the bag. Yeah, be aware what you being served. Okay? I feel that's on all type of levels though. Like, you know what I mean? What type of attitude you're being served, what type of service, what type of food, what type of relationship, all this shit. Like, you need to check it. Lift the bun up, lift the meat, the cheese, right? And I don't mean that literally. It could be for a burger, but I mean in everything. You know what I mean? Slam that them cabinets real hard and see if roaches run out. You know what I mean? I know the apartment look nice. Turn on the oven. Like my mom said, turn that oven on and shit. Turn on that microwave. Roaches don't like heat and light and shit. Turn that shit on. Them motherfuckers will run out. And she right. She right. It's true. But it looks so nice and shit. You like a building this nice could not have roaches. Yes, it can, G. They don't like the smell of fresh paint. And ain't nothing in there for them to eat. Ain't no furniture, nothing. So they not just out there when you come view the apartment. But shit, turn that microwave on in that oven and shit. Okay, and them lights and shit. Watch them all come out. That's like what this is. You just gotta dig deeper, G. And then what the manager gonna say? You gonna be like, I went and viewed your apartment and turned on the oven and all this other shit and roaches just came out. And they're like, oh, that's my bad. Well, we gonna call an exterminator. We can have that, like you still gonna move in that motherfucker. Well, we can have that fixed. Bitch, I ain't moving here, motherfucker. Is you crazy? Yeah, you made your decision. Don't go from the outside girl. A lot of people done got trapped up. There it is. It looks, girl, boom. It looks good, but is it right? It's exactly what I said, G. That could go for so many things, people, places, and things. They gonna be looking hella shiny on the outside. I'm telling you. Even if it's a person, they look hella good. They say all the right everything. This could be a job. Like, man, I remember I got a job and I was like, man, this lobby is beautiful. Like when I went on the interview and shit, and I'm like, this the most beautiful building I've ever worked in. It was all glass and high rise. I'm like, man, this shit beautiful, G. It was the worst fucking job I ever had and shit. It was literally the aesthetics of the job. Like it was just nice looking. But of course, once you get there and working, I wasn't even paying attention to that, the views, and I wasn't even paying attention to the high level coffee. Man, I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. After a while, once I was there, this job is shitty. Okay, that's what it is. Like I should have asked the right questions. Fuck that coffee machine in the Danish room. Yeah, they used to have like like lunch where they would bring like burgers, In-N-Out burgers, like, you know, but it was such a shitty job they had to, you know, but they presented it to us. Oh, we feed you lunch. We're open 24 hours. You pick your hours. You're there. And I'm like, you can't, and it was around the corner from my house. I'm like, you can't beat this shit, my G. You can't beat this shit. Yes, you can, G. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, G. Be aware of the old okie doke. Because when I got there and I was stuck, I was like, damn, my bad. Shit. You know? I needed a job though, but it's like one of them where that's beside the point. But either way, just make sure that you're looking deeper into things. Don't go by what it looked like on the outside. And for damn sure, wash your fucking fruit and vegetables like the fuck I had said. Okay? I don't know what's being served at these restaurants or these grocery stores and shit, but I'm telling you, you gotta look all in it, even on the inside. This like you checking tomatoes on the, man, my auntie and shit, God, you know, that's just, I don't know if it's just African American people, but I doubt it. I feel like there's people that don't want to waste their money, but she'll go and poke her fingers in all the fruit at the market. Okay? And if it don't, even the corn, like if that shit don't pop out that kernel and shit, I don't want that. You know, and it look all robust and everything. And she be like, no, pop your fingernail in that shit. And if it pop out, that juice pop out, it's a good one. If it don't pop out, throw that one to the side. Yeah, this people just buying corn and not sticking their finger in the in the kernels and shit. That's like what this is. Stick your finger in the kernels and see if the juice pop out. Okay? Don't just be buying corn. Anyway, if that made any sense. Anyway, we're about to go to Patreon. If you'd like to follow us there, please click the link in the description box below this video here on YouTube to follow us on Patreon. If not, Divine Feminine, that's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single Divine Feminine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel and my Tripping or Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your Do You Gear Your Life Like deck, your Doll Face deck at theghettonun.com, and I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.